These side shows of nobody has appointed me. It's only Uhuru Kenyatta who has appointed me. So they can go to hell.
His rant came as pressure mounted from different quarters for him to take responsibility as the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism and Wildlife over the death of 10 black rhinos and the mauling of another one by lions after they were translocated from Nairobi and Nakuru National Parks to Tsavo East National Park in June last year. However, if a report by the Departmental Committee on Environment and Natural Resources, led by Kariuki Mbiuki, is anything to go by, then the CS might find himself out of office. The House Committee, which investigated the death of the rhinos, has placed the blame squarely on CS Najib Balala, saying that he delayed in appointing a new board of trustees for the Kenya Wildlife Service, which would have offered policy direction and guidance to the management. The report recommending that he takes full responsibility, which includes stepping aside or being sacked by the president, and if that fails, then he will be censured by the House.
I apologize also, I have emotions.
The report, which has been approved for tabling, indicates that the term of the former KWS board ended on 17th April 2018, but 3 months later, no new appointment had been made, and this could not have been justified. The committee findings indicate that the translocation had earlier been halted in the year 2016 under the Board of Trustees led by Dr. Richard Leakey. This was after studies indicated negative survival for the rhinos in the new sanctuary constructed at the Tsavo East National Park due to prevailing drought then. Despite the drilling of 2 boreholes, the salinity level of the water was very high and it was almost impossible for the rhinos to survive. The sanctuary was constructed at a cost of 105 million shillings. KWS contributed 24 million shillings, while Zoological Society of London contributed 5 million shillings. The World Wildlife Fund contributed 76 million shillings. In its observations, the committee says that WWF, which had funded the translocation, applied pressure on KWS and the Cabinet Secretary to hasten the process of the rhino translocation, their interest being motivated by the funding that they were seeking then in Germany of almost 25 million euros or over 2.5 billion shillings, and the translocation would offer positive publicity to facilitate the securing of the fund. In its recommendations, the committee wants the KWS Board of Trustees to fast-track policy on engagement with donors to ensure that the service has an upper hand in determining its priorities. The committee has also recommended that the DCI investigates former PS in the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife Margaret Mwakima, former head of ecology, the former head of veterinary services, and the head of capture services. Black rhinos are critically endangered, with only 5,500 animals left in the world today. Franklin Masharia, K24 TV.